Have you ever wondered what happens after you die? It's a question that has haunted humanity since the dawn of consciousness. Some claim to have glimpsed the answer, returning after death with strange and supernatural experiences. In this video, we explore real-life stories of individuals who came back from the dead, leaving behind chilling evidence of what may lie beyond the veil. Our first story takes us to a bustling city, a place much like your own. Imagine a 32-year-old man full of life on his way to work, a screech of tires, the shattering of glass, and then darkness. He's in a horrific car accident. Days turn into weeks as he lies in a coma, his life hanging by a thread. Doctors with heavy hearts pronounce him brain dead. His family, devastated, prepares to say their final goodbyes, but then a miracle. He wakes up.
He speaks of a journey, of floating towards a light, warm and inviting, meeting loved ones who had passed before him.
Could this be a glimpse into the afterlife? A message from the other side? You decide. Our next story takes us to a quiet suburb, where a woman in her late 40s experiences a life-altering event. It begins with a sharp pain in her chest, a heart attack. She collapses, her breath fading, her world going dark. For 10 agonizing minutes she's gone, her heart silent, her body still, then just as suddenly she's back.
She speaks of a presence, a comforting warmth that enveloped her in the darkness. She saw her mother, who had passed away years ago, radiating love and peace.
The experience leaves her shaken, forever changed. The love, the peace she felt was unlike anything she had ever experienced. Was it a hallucination or a connection that transcends life and death?
Chapter 3. The Child Who Saw His Own Funeral.
Our next story is perhaps the most unsettling. It involves a young boy in a life-threatening accident. As paramedics frantically work to revive him, he slips away, and then something extraordinary happens. He wakes up, but his recovery is overshadowed by a chilling account. He describes his own funeral, recounting in vivid detail the somber faces of his family, the tears streaming down their cheeks. He even mentions specific things that were said, prayers that were whispered. His family is left speechless, terrified by the accuracy of his account. How could a young boy, unconscious and on the brink of death, witness his own funeral?
Chapter 4. A Premonition of Death.
Now we journey into the heartland of America, where a man in his early 40s experiences a brush with death. A motorcycle ride on a sunny afternoon, the wind in his hair. Then, in a flash, everything changes. An oncoming car, a deafening crash, and the world fades to black. He wakes up in a hospital bed, his body battered but his mind alarmingly clear. He remembers a vision, crystal clear, that unfolded while he was unconscious. He saw his own funeral, the faces of mourners, their hushed whispers of grief. Days later, every detail of his vision is confirmed. Was it a premonition, a glimpse into the future, or a journey of the soul while the body lay inert?
Chapter 5. Journey Beyond the Veil.
Our final story takes us to New York City, where a woman in her 30s finds herself teetering on the edge of existence. A medical emergency, a frantic rush to the hospital. For a brief moment, time stops. Her heart stops. She's gone. But then a surge of electricity, the frantic efforts of doctors, and she's pulled back from the brink. Her recovery is miraculous, but what she brings back is even more astounding. She describes a realm of light, a place of unimaginable peace and beauty. She speaks of a golden light, warm and inviting, and a figure who greeted her with open arms. The experience leaves her transformed, her fear of death replaced with a sense of wonder and peace. She shares her story with a calm assurance that death is not the end, but a transition to something far greater. 5 stories, 5 souls who walked the precipice of death and returned with chilling accounts of what lies beyond. Are these stories proof of an afterlife, or merely the product of a dying brain grasping for meaning? Questions that have haunted humankind for millennia. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of consciousness, we may one day unlock the secrets of these near-death experiences. Until then, they remain a profound and unsettling enigma, a reminder that there is much we still don't know about life and death. And